message, trying to tell me something.
Go home, leave me be. Really likes these spoons though, doesn't it? Na 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 na.
None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall say to you, never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror. Sounds like a curse, all right.
This Wight is actually, or
Somebody's clearly obsessed. Regis mentioned the place might be cursed. Can't be a coincidence. Need to look around. What a pigsty. Need to search it thoroughly. Find a way to collect some Wight saliva. Wight's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred. Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old.
has it been cursed to find a specific
Spoon's
spoon?
incredible. The craftsmanship. Must have graced a rich man's table.
Stained diary. For a few days now, I've been having dizzy spells. I've never experienced anything like this before. If it carries on, although I can't stand witchcraft and sorcery, I'll have to visit a herbalist. The dizziness has gone away. Worst of all, it's been joined by pain. The dizziness has not gone away, sorry. Worst of all, it's been joined by pain. So strong that at times I cannot see. I've been to the herbalist, a repulsive old crone, looked at me like she had seen a monster. She gave me some cursed mixture that I have to drink twice a day. It's not helping at all. Today, like every day, I looked in the mirror and I was lost for words. I usually check that I don't have any wrinkles or bags under my eyes. Today, there are no wrinkles, but I'd rather that there were. I have hair growing on my breasts. It's horrible. It's got to be because of those damned herbs. I went to the herbalist to smash her face in, but her chambers were empty. I must have known what would happen to me and legged it. My family has started to suspect something, although I'm cutting their hair back, it's growing back faster and faster. I've tried to put the idea out of my head, but I can't hold it back any longer. Maybe it wasn't the herbs that have led to this, but a curse placed upon me by an old beggar whom I had to chase off one time. I have to find out. I want to hire someone. Find the herbalist. I cannot think. It's getting harder to write. Loneliness. No family. I want to eat. Not a good spoon. Empty spoons. Nothing. It's hers. Mirror lies no.
Poor girl. Realized she was changing into a monster. Recorded it in her diary. Poignant. Smashed mirror. As if someone couldn't stand to look at themselves. The monster. Journal's author, maybe?
Okay. We certainly have a curse. Can I lift the curse? Very much like to try and lift the curse.
No spoon you have shall say to you. Whatever lives here treated that literally. Still searching for the right spoon. Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one. A spoon key. Sophisticated crafting. Tag bears a description. Wight's a true collector.
Spoon key note. This certifies the item up for auction. An antique spoon key forged at the Christopherson and Sons workshop in 1210. Belongs to Smeagol Circus, owner of the Pheasantry.
None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall say to you, never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror.
Okay, break the curse.
Wight's obsessed. Real collector.
Break.
Thoroughbred.
Sit at their table.
Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old.
Sounds like that might be a start.
Skeletons. Doubt they came here willingly. This have anything to do with the curse? None shall sit and dine with you at your table. It'd make sense.
In letter. Dear Master Levasseur, I know you track outlaws for pay. I have an unusual assignment for you. No doubt you wonder why I have drawn you out here and why we cannot meet in person. You see, in my present situation, any kind of meeting is very risky. Not so much for me as for the person with whom I meet. If I am afflicted by a curse, or, as I hope, and why I have to turn to you, the side effects of medicine given to me some time ago by a herbalist. Soon after I visited the herbalist, she disappeared without a trace. I desperately wish to withstand my illness, so I wish to hire you to find her. When you do, learn as much as you can from her as you can about the medicine she gave me. If my suffering is as a result of her wickedness, then make her provide an antidote. I assure you, I have ample wealth and will reward you with no small part of it for your services. If it turns out my suffering is not to the fault of the herbalist, please let her go. I will then have a different task for you, because this shall mean I am afflicted by a terrible curse only the gods can cure. I believe it was cast upon me by a certain beggar who came by the manor while I was hosting a soiree for a few friends. And find that vagrant, I will pay you double. Sadly, all I remember of him is that he sold mirrors. Oh no. This is not much for your hunt, yet I trust your considerable talents. Wish you the best of luck.
Woman's name scratched into this wooden spoon. Romantic.
What's the name?
No claw or fang marks. Probably choked to death. Broken neck. Indentation in the skull's lateral surface. Smacked in the head with something heavy. Right arm bit right off. Teeth all knocked out. Somebody tried to force feed him.
Okay. We'll be back here in a minute. I just want some more information. I think... I'm pretty certain, actually.
Just as Raven wasn't lying. The spoon's holding.
I'm pretty much absolutely certain that there is... obviously, she was cursed. I think to break the curse... Thinking to break the curse, we're talking having to eat at her desk, or eat at her table with her willingly. And probably a few other things. Trying to work out how the spoon would come to it. As much information as possible is useful. Spontaneous.
My strength's gone. Ah! Watch it.
How is it the Duchessa does not feed him?
Welcome to the pheasantry.
Spoon like this. When you set a place, where's it go?
My, oh my.
It seems rather a fanciful bouillon spoon. Or a key of some sort. There's a note here.
Yeah, note led me here. Any idea what the key might open?
Never seen it before. But you might search the cellars. The previous owner left all sorts of knickknacks there.
Okay. Thanks.
See you later.
Drink and be merry. Thus spake the prophet Lebiota.
Let's go down here. More pamphlet. Dear Beauclair, wake up. You are being diddled in the derriere by a ruling elite which plays you like fiddles. In broad daylight, they have conspired to deprive you of your rightful heir to your throne. It is the Duke's eldest daughter who should take power after his death, yet he has fed you far-fetched tales about some curse and forced on you his younger daughter. Do not stand idle. Do not tarry. Revolt. All those who will not allow such treatment of themselves and their fellow subjects, let them be at the ready. The rightful heiress to the throne might return at any moment, and then she shall need our support. Concerned subject. Okay. Smeagol Louis Circus cookbook. Book contains hundreds of recipes, but instead of the recipe for Beauclair rabbits on the last page, there is only a few chaotically written lines. Lebiada's Weeping Runes. I've scoured dozens of elven manuscripts, and at last I found it. I know now what the spoon key I purchased at the auction unlocks. It is nothing else but the key to the legendary studio of Ramses Gorfon, the elven priest of the goddess of Enamnesby. Those culinary masterpieces remain unmatched by even the best of our modern chefs. If I can find the ruins of this temple, said to be somewhere in Beauclair Forest, I'll find all of his legendary recipes. Not to mention the other priceless treasures his Grand Master Chef must have kept in the kitchen, where he perfected his art. Okay. Cool. Anything else down here? Cool. Stolen food from there.
They say the Diamond Port has such
You shan't turn back the river with a rod.
Put around the edge, find out what's going on now.
Can you believe it?
Are you
Yes.
I was to get a new quaff from Joan.
Yes, I can believe everything. Okay. Asne Farm, go up there. I'm starting to think that there is actually no connection to the main quest in doing this. But we are doing it. Just in case. Okay. There is an entrance. Okay. Materia blanched pasta. Very nice. bunch of alchemy stuff here by the looks of it. The Banshee. Elven Reef. Okay, and find out what's going. Anything new? No. Okie dokie. Nice diversion, bit of a waste of time. Okay, we'll mount up. Off we go. Off this story. Oh, this mission of the story. Really did search for spoons, didn't she?
Actually does seem like a Wight's lair. Bit atypical, but still. Cauldron should be somewhere around here. Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one.
Lots of spoons everywhere. Yeah.
Wight's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred. Cauldron I was looking for. Wight's not particularly tidy. Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old.
Look in the cauldron in a second. Let's go down here first. Now that looks like where we are going, essentially, so...
Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one.
Quickly. Bean decoction.
Cauldron's empty, unfortunately. We just need some brew. Afraid he won't get that. No choice but to hide and wait for the saliva glands and their bearer. Need a spot that'll let me observe the cauldron.
Before we do that, going down here first.
Wight's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred. Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old. Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one. Wight's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred.
Monstrous curses and their description. Introduction. Curses that change a fellow into a monstrous creature have existed since the dawn of time. A variety of origins and variety of effects. It normally happens that a mage or sorceress casts a curse and the spell changes the subject. It doesn't always happen straight away. Sometimes the person who has been cursed changes slowly, bit by bit. It also happens that a normal fellow can cast a curse, someone whose conscience is clear and who has done good in their life. Such a person can acquire power, and thus the aggrieved can place a curse on the evil. Such curses are strong and cannot be removed easily, thus everything by which human suffering is atoned, lasting and
Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old. Thousands of them here.
Jesus
Been a
fuck!
collector for years.
Just realised.
Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as
It's
the
a
last
carpet of spoons.
Table's set. Wight, who lives here, is getting ready for some sort of feast. Wight that lives here, definitely afflicted by a curse, and it's been trying desperately to lift it.
Let's hide in the cupboard. Try to lift the curse.
I'm not gonna hurt you. Wanna help? I've seen the words of the curse on the walls. Think I know how to lift it. You tried to bring folk here, convince them to sit at the table with you, right? Well, I'm gonna be your guest now. Your willing guest. Just need a bit for Regis. And now we'll tend to you.
Okay, yeah,
I
let's...
need to get this right. Words of the curse were, "None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall say to you. Never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror."
Okay. No spoon. You have. This ink. This is the one I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's a case of not eating.
We can't use spoons. No, that won't work. You've been looking for a spoon that would feed you, but there's no such spoon. We need to eat without spoons. Open your eyes. You need to see your likeness.
Oh. It's running away.
I think it worked. Just not quite like I expected. Need to see what happened to the Wight. Won't be hard to find given its stench.
Here is what happened to the Wight. Hopefully it hasn't died. Running out there until all the monsters that are out. Okay. Do with the bar guests. Have to. Okay. To move steadily down here.
Show me what you got.
Oh, hit you. Something is glowing.
Easy. Not gonna hurt you.
Eat. I must eat.
What? Preferably not people.
I'll take you someplace safe.
Oh shit, it's not this place.
So I took her by the hand and led her here. Seemed the only sensible place for her.
You did the right thing, sir. She should recover quickly here. Don't worry, sir. I shall see to everything. She is safe here and in good hands. She'll soon be back on her feet.
Might actually take a while. She hadn't eaten anything in over 100 years when I found her.
Horrid. Whatever brought this about?
She was cursed,
Told
Barnabas.
me her story on the way here. Her name's Marlena. She was once the very beautiful and proud heiress to the Trastamara estate. One evening, when she was holding a banquet for friends, a beggar came to her gate seeking alms. He had a bowl and a spoon with him. He sat outside her fence and waited.
I've heard of the custom. An ancient rite of hospitality that obliges one to give food and drink to such a guest lest he depart hungry. To neglect the custom is to bring great misfortune down upon oneself.
Marlena didn't care a whit
Apparently.
for the old customs.
She drove the man off, saying she'd rather feed the leftovers from her feast to her dogs than to give the beggar anything.
The beggar then broke his spoon, cast a curse. She was beautiful, so he said she'd never wish to look at herself in the mirror again. Since she adored feasts, he swore no one would ever wish to sit and dine with her. And as she even refused him the crumbs from her table, he swore she'd never find a spoon in the world that would sate her hunger.
A harsh punishment. I imagine lifting the curse was hardly simple.
Curses are tricky. They play on irony. Always gotta figure out what the catch is. Marlena had spent decades looking for a way to lift it. Transformed into a Wight, she stole spoons and lured folk into her home, trying each time to get them to dine with her. Didn't work.
So what did?
Someone had to sit down and share a meal with her, of their own free will. They had to eat without using spoons, and make her look at her reflection.
That's it? That was all it required?
Simplest
but you're dealing
solutions
with
are sometimes the last that come to mind.
absolute disgusting
Besides,
creature
when
as
you're
well.
a Wight, it's pretty damn hard to find willing human company for a feast.
I imagine so. But most importantly, it is now over. Please, don't worry. She will be in good hands here.
Thank you very much, Barnabas.
Thanks. Gotta get back to my business now. See you soon.
Done an excellent job, Barnabas. And on that note, I think we should leave there for today. Thank you very much to those who popped in. Thank you very much to those who will pop in later. And thank you very much who watches on YouTube. If you're interested in more, or you're enjoying what you're watching, then, well, consider sticking around. You don't like what you've seen? Well, I'm sure I can do like that. And if you want to see more, well, I'm trying to finish this game off relatively soon, so maybe quite. I'm going to be streaming over these few days quite a lot, hopefully. But yeah, thank you very much, guys. See you all next time. Bye.